Welcome everyone to part 2. We've entered Sagittarius season and we're getting ready to hit our mark, hit our aim, as we connect with the planet of luck and expansion, Jupiter, and we're going to be working with Saturn very soon during this grand conjunction. And it's so grand, guys, I can't even use my words right now. You know what's funny, guys? I have the Archetypes Tarot, right? I'm gonna go shuffle it up. And this is the card that I needed to put back in the deck from the last time we used this. And this is now stuck within here. And it won't come out. This means something. And we're gonna find out what right now. So let's find out what it means. There's a connection here. This message is going to be extra important and sacred. I just want to give them a little bit of an extra shuffle. They're not the easiest to shuffle, but I love them because they're a diamond and we're being put under pressure to turn into a diamond. Thanatos. We're connecting here. Yeah, to the womb through the storm. And it is allowing us to see what we need to see. To the mirror. And remember, this is about our vision changing. Well, it does. And this is what this message means, and then we're going to receive 2 of the cards in here. So we are connecting to the energies of death, transformation, metamorphosis. And we're going to go within the womb. And the womb is here to tell us, no matter how broken we feel, no matter even if we feel it's too late, that there's no saving us. Yes, we can be saved at any point in time. We can transform. We can create anew. And this is understanding that everyone has a mother, even Mother Earth. Even Mother Earth, she has a mother. We all have a mother, and we're going to nurture thyself. And look at the shape here. We're going to create with this shape. And we're going to create anew. And it's connected to the storm. We know that the storm, it's the energy that allows us to see all of self and then rebirth. So it's like there's the eye of the storm, there's the center of the storm, you know, the beginning, the end, the middle. But it's all going to turn to one and then be rebirthed. It's because it's going to be destroyed first through the energy of the storm. So let me say that again. We're going to have past, present, and future all come together and meet as one and then destroy it all, like burn it down to create anew with everything there though. And I hope that made sense. We can expand off of it. Leave a message in the comments if it didn't, but we're going to expand off of where we're going with this. And this allows us to have access to the sword. And the sword is double-edged. It's positive and negative. It shows us both sides of the coin. But we're going to use this sword to cut away what's no longer serving us, because what's happening is we're being reflected back to us by La Luna within the dark. What we're seeing is our connection still to where we're separate, where our wounding is, where we need to heal. And it's connected to narcissism. This doesn't mean we're narcissistic, but this is connected to narcissism and what we still need to remove because it's hurting us. And how we're going to be allowed to do so is we're going to connect to the Bardo. And the Bardo is our connection to being able to let go. So we will receive the message of Thanatos and the Bardo to understand what we're doing here to continue to create our patterning. This has to do with how we see things, and how we see things is expanding. This has to do from channeled messages and the main message. Death. It is tempting to oversimplify death and sum it up as transformation. But the true archetypical resonance of Thanatos cannot be easily assimilated or contained. Death is an ongoing and omnipresent and eternal response to the gift of birth, witnessing the ending of another being, creature, phase, or stage, has deep consequences for the psyche. And this is true. You know what? Many of us are healing from death, losing a loved one, having that be part of our expansion, or facing death. And this is incredible because another twin flame that has been part of my path, I started watching her, and she's on YouTube. And when I was first starting off, and she did one of the most beautiful videos I've ever seen, and I haven't watched her work in some time because, as we discussed here, I've been called to now work on our path here, what we're doing, and focus a little bit more on this. But from time to time, when I need support, many of my twin flame support team still comes within my path, and that's what happened to me just yesterday. And there was a beautiful video done by her, and we connected. We resonated with each other. She, after her video, her and I connected, and I just told her, she was part of my path. She gave me strength to continue to keep going on what I saw, but I knew I wasn't going down her avenue. I knew right away I was going down my own, but I knew we were connected. And that's what's beautiful about this path. It's like resonating with each other, but understanding that we're unique and we're doing our own thing much of the time. And that's how we're branching out as starseeds and twin flames, to really do our work so that it's widespread properly in order to restore the balance. That would be silly if we're just going to just do all this work in one place. We're doing it everywhere in order to come back to one. And what we're doing is, she was healing from her father passing, and she's discussing that just as her father was passing, they healed together and she had her beginning. And I got the chance to tell her that in facing, my father's death, we were healing and having our beginning just as he was ending. But in realizing that after he passed, he's still here with me and he's part of everything that I'm doing here. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I'm at, and just honoring that space. I find it so incredible how the matrix starts acting up when we are really, really talking about something very sacred. We're getting close to the truth, right? They want to start manipulating the information so we don't receive it. But no, we're stronger than this because we're honoring self, and we're honoring our patterning. We're honoring what we're being shown. We know we're in a time of rebirth. Here it is. There's death. This is on point. This is on target to all of the information that we've been seeking in the unknown with the feminine, and now we're expanding it with the masculine. And from the 5D and beyond here to the 3D, we're grounding all of this information. This is understanding that death is ongoing, right? That we are forever changed by Thanatos as it sweeps us under its wings, making us relinquish control in every form. It leaves a mark of ash upon our hearts, signifying we have touched the cusp of the underworld and returned to the land of the living eventually, with more compassion and wisdom to share. This capacity is needed in our world. One who has faced the annihilation of Thanatos can face anything. And that's why we are journeying to the underworld, to love the darkness. This is right on target, on point to our last messages and everything that we've received within channeled messages. This is a beautiful gift. This means we're following our synchronicities and signs, and we're connected to the codes of the divine. When this card appears, it signifies an initiation into the underworld. Well, we are being initiated, and this is in order to grieve, mourn, and bear witness to all that is. And that's what we're doing right now. We're bearing witness to all there is, so that there is no fear. We faced it. We've removed it. What fear? We face death. We rebirth. We understand. We can expand. And this energy is connected to those that have a great gift for navigating the dark. These are the souls that we find within the ER, the emergency rooms, hospitals, hospice centers. They're gifts. They're true gifts to humanity. You know, when I was in the hospice center with my father, the people that I met were angels. This is that kind of energy. It's being able to love the darkness. It's being able to love death. It's being able to love sickness. It's being able to love what's not working in order to repair it and raise its vibration into what is. And the acceptance of the all. The Barzo, the liminal, the in-between, the transition. It is said that the Barzo is a place between this life and the next. A liminal realm through which souls pass. Envisioning this inherently mysterious space creates the potential for us to rise above the concerns of this world and see our relationship through cosmic and timeless lens. So through a cosmic and timeless lens. We may receive messages from those who are no longer with us, or see visions of lives not yet lived. In the Bardo, there is a potential to forgive the unforgivable, to say the unsaid, to see the unseen, to love the unloved, to let go of all the things that cause us pain. The Bardo suspends us in its spaciousness for just long enough to open us to higher wisdom. Its energy does not belong to Earth as we know it, but rather to the cosmic network of which we are a single thread. And there it is, everything we've set forth to achieve. And this gives room for spaciousness, grace, forgiveness, and truth. It's the veil between this world and the next. And it has and creates the space for a remarkable healing and a vision and a new vision. This is beautiful. And guys, we can't be fearing this space. We got to go ahead and just listen. Wow. Let's see. The Ace of Cups and the Five of Swords. Okay. Here it is in the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. So, we've got the cup we're creating through self. Remember, from the heavens to the earth, through us, through self. And this is the cup we're working for. This is the cup of spirit. And we're open to receive here. And the masculine is open to receive because they're healing from the Five of Swords. Charge. This is the bug. This is the blip in the matrix. And it's been done. There's the King of Wands. We keep getting the King of Wands. This is like now the 5th time we've gotten the King of Wands in a row. And it's connected to the Knight of Swords. The feminine moving forth with her truth, as well as the masculine actively moving forth with their passions. And it's connected to the Ace of Wands. Look at that. We have 2 aces. The cups and the wands. The masculine and the feminine. Holy guys, well, this is one heck of a transformation and expansion that the masculine is going through right now. Wow. I've never seen anything like this before. This is definitely New Earth. And this is connected to what is, like, the 21st is going to really be showing us what we need to see. And we know we're working through the Hanged Man, and the masculine is going through the energies of the Hanged Man right now. And the Knave of Pentacles is here. The feminine is honoring her sexuality And she's waiting to birth something of new earth here through the Knave of Pentacles, while the masculine goes without in order to have this transformation. She's birthing something of new earth. And it's connected to the Emperor. And healing from the lack of, going from the 5 to the 10 of Pentacles. Because we're manifesting peace. And what they, yeah, there it is, right here. Now, let's see where we're going. We're having a new beginning, though. We're having a fresh approach. And it's connected to, well, this is the Fool, as you can see. And this is now, we've accepted the darkness as part of self. And the darkness, acceptance, and healing from the shadow energies are two different things. And we must honor that here. This is restoring the balance. This is loving all of self, accepting all of self in order to transform. This space and this space are connected. And here is the King of Cups, the rebirth. This is connected to Neptune. And healing from our illusions, but creating with them, creating through them. Our illusions allow us to see our truth. Because remember, we're creating within the energy of the opposites. Oh, I see this illusion. Now I see my truth. I'm going to create with my truth. It's being reflected back to me. The mirror is reflecting back to us our truths. Judgment is here. Well, there it is, guys. There's our rebirth. Death is here. Death is here. We face death. We have our transformation with our fresh approach. With our surrender to, with understanding. We're in the underworld for a reason. We're going to accept it. We're going to love the darkness. We're going to see what we need to see reflected back to us. And it's connected to the mirror. And it has to do with our rebirth from the 10 of Wands. And we do so. There's our rebirth right here. And we have our wings. We've acknowledged what we need to acknowledge. We healed here with the 7 of Wands. And the Fool. We moved forth. We accepted all of self. We healed with the child and we moved forth in a new direction with our new patterning, with the patterning of self. It's connected to the 6 of Swords. We're going to see something we need to see. We're going to see something we need to see within the 6 of Swords and the Fool. It's like they're showing me that the feminine and the masculine are meeting up within this space. Let's see what it's connected to. What is this connected to? But yes, of course they are. The 8 of Water, remember. From the 8 to the 2. The 2 of Cups. Creating through the energy of the opposites. We're meeting up in this space in order to expand. Because we're healing from temptation, and now the Queen of Water is here. So now we have restored wholeness. We're going to heal from temptation. The masculine will rise, honor, and connect with the feminine. And of course, it's through water. And this card flipped over too. Let's see what it's happening. And we've now done it. We've healed through the earth. When we first started off, remember, this was about the masculine creating through the 4 of earth. And there he was going to honor the feminine. He was going to honor the earth. He was going to honor his connection to the feminine and expand, allow the harvest. not to deplete the earth and continue to take and ravage, but to allow the harvest, to allow the expansion. And that's what's been seen. That's what's been seen by the masculine, and that's allowing this space. This is allowing all the new patterning. This is allowing all the new rays in the vibration. I can hardly wait to see where we're going next, guys. I feel like there's still one more message, so I don't even know how. I just gotta get it. There's one more thing that's, and I really feel like a reshuffle. I feel like a reshuffle just to clear the energy. There's one more message in here, and then we're gonna say goodbye. So we meet again. What is it? And we know temptation connects us to our new patterning. Temptation is where we look within and we connect to our divine blueprint through the proper coding and patterning of source energy, the divine. And this is it. This is where we shift and we expand through the earth. And I want you to see in the apple, that's the connection to our patterning, through healing, through our separateness. It's like our old patterning and the patterning of old earth. That's what's continuing to keep us separate. But the new patterning and the new patterning of new earth and what's been reflected back to of self and what we've seen within, and healing to love the darkness, to accept the darkness, to heal with the shadow energies. And guys, we got to know what this means. This is not getting it twisted. This doesn't mean like, oh, I'm going to go love me an axe murderer. You know what love in the darkness is. Let's not get this twisted, okay? Let's just not. There. The Emperor, the Six of Air. Through the Nine of Water. It's completely confirmed. The feminine moving away and having an ascension process through expanding through the swords, through the connection to the masculine, to the air energies. The unspoken languages of air are helping us to remove what's no longer serving us. And this is, remember, this is connected to that penumbral lunar eclipse in Gemini on the 30th. We're getting prepared. We're getting things ready. We're getting things in order to create with a proper sequencing and patterning in order to go forth to the next part of the expansion. And it's with the Emperor. The masculine is here, helping us to achieve wish fulfillment through the earth. And it's through justice. Guys, we've done it. We've come full circle from the message. We've expanded. We looked in the darkness to see what we needed to see reflected back to us. We honored our sorrows. We honored our pain. We felt it. We let it be a part of our transformation. And that restored wholeness. That was the completion we needed. We honored all of self in order to expand, in order to manifest. And now we have to see, what are we manifesting? Because we know this is connected to the 21st. And that grand trine that is involving Jupiter and Saturn. The Lord of Karma himself, Grandpa, meeting up with the planet of luck. The planet of expansion. It's helping us to create our divine inheritance. Aquarius, of course. And Scorpio. And what this is saying is that we're working with accepting our uniqueness, our shine, our visions of the future, and how we came here to create our futures through our authenticness, through our patterning, through our light, and through what we're seeing reflected back to us. And remember, this is the water bearer, and the water bearer is going to allow us to heal with water, but it's through air. We need the water. And that's our connection to Scorpio and the purification. And this is death. You know, here when the sun enters Scorpio season, this is the beginning of when we see that the crops are dying and life is dying around us, right? And we're going to go within, we're going to have a rebirth. We're going to recenter here. And this is where we're going to shed what's no longer serving us. And that's why the serpent is here between these two scorpions. And when the sun enters Aquarius, by this time, you know what? The season of winter, we've had some time in it creating with the patterning of winter. And you know what? We could be feeling the winter blues. And it's our visions of the future through our connection of our friends and staying high vibe through the connection with our friends and the visions of our future of what we're creating here. But it's honoring each other's universe. It's honoring each other's uniqueness. It's honoring each other's past and each other's shine into new earth. It's part of this transformation. So we're going to use the waters, and they're telling me it's connected to old earth, and we're going to purify with the waters of new earth through self. We will add the energy of Aquarius and the air and, you know, connection to water. And we're going to do another level of purification, but this level of purification will elevate us up to where we need to be. This is where we're really going to begin amping things up. This is very connected to what is unconventional, but it will soon be conventional. And it's connected to our power source. And this is within. Love, light, and healing energy send your way to create with today, guys. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care, everyone.